Guess who's back?
Shit.
Back again.
Have you ever watched a horror movie and thought, there's absolutely no way a real person would make that decision? Well, back in the early 2000s, someone had the exact same thought and turned it into an entire movie franchise. I'm talking about Scary Movie, the series that made it impossible to watch horror movies with a straight face ever again. Before reaction videos, before movie recap channels, before memes took over the internet, there was Scary Movie, roasting every blockbuster that dared become popular. And somehow, the jokes came faster than Hollywood could release sequels. So today, let's revisit the franchise that introduced many of us to parody films and take a quick trip through Scary Movie 1 to 6. The year was 2000. Horror movies were taking themselves very seriously. Masked killers, mysterious phone calls, teenagers making the worst decisions imaginable. Hollywood looked at that and then Scary Movie walked into the room like, what if every single character had exactly one functioning brain cell?
Yo.
What's up?
Instead of simply spoofing one movie, it mashed together multiple horror films into one giant comedy blender. Slashers roasted, teen horror cliches roasted, jump scares roasted before they even happened. The movie basically asked, if horror characters actually behaved like people in a cartoon, what would happen? The answer was absolute chaos.
Go, 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 go. This is some good shit.
This time the franchise moved into haunted house territory. Suddenly every creepy mansion had possessed furniture, suspicious hallways, cursed bedrooms, and at least one room nobody should ever enter, which, of course, everyone entered immediately. If Airbnb had existed back then, this place would have got pretty low ratings. The sequel doubled down on physical comedy. Characters weren't just scared anymore. They were being launched across rooms, thrown into walls, falling down stairs, basically becoming unpaid stunt performers.
Help me to release this demon!
Now this is where things changed. New director, different comedy style, less shock for the sake of shock, more absurd, more random, more surprisingly clever. Instead of focusing only on slashers, now aliens, cursed videotapes, crop circles, supernatural mysteries, and apocalypse movies also got invited to the roast. This movie also mastered something that parody films rarely get credit for, and that's timing. Sometimes the funniest joke wasn't what happened, it was how seriously everyone reacted to complete nonsense.
I'm just screwing with you.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
At this point, nothing was safe. Alien invasions parodied, haunted children parodied, disaster movies absolutely parodied. If Hollywood released a blockbuster, the writers were probably already halfway through making fun of it. The franchise had become less about horror and more about pop culture itself. And suddenly, everybody wanted a parody movie. If a movie made enough money, congratulations. Someone was already filming a parody before your Blu-ray release. Some of these movies became cult classics. Some, let's just say they existed. But together they created an era where literally nothing was off limits. Even if the original movie was only 6 months old, Hollywood somehow had a parody ready by summer.
Yes. You're the Black Eyed Peas!
Then came the fifth movie. By now, the internet had changed everything. YouTube was exploding, Social media had become the fastest comedy platform on earth. Memes were everywhere. Instead of waiting years for Hollywood to joke about a movie, people online had already made thousands of jokes before opening weekend was over. The parody genre hadn't disappeared, it had simply moved online, and that's probably why Scary Movie 5 feels like the end of an era. Not because parody stopped being funny, but because everyone suddenly became a parody creator. After more than a decade, Hollywood finally brought Scary Movie back. And honestly, I really wanted this one to work. The biggest headline wasn't even the movie itself, it was the return of the Wayans brothers, the people who helped make the first two films feel so iconic. For a moment, it genuinely felt like we were getting the old gang back together. But somewhere along the way, it forgot what made those movies special. Instead of picking a handful of movies and squeezing every joke out of them, Scary Movie 6 tries to parody so many films. And it almost feels like scrolling through your Netflix homepage.
We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half-gay shit.
Why just half gay?
1 minute you are watching a horror parody, the next, John Wick walks in. Then Wednesday. Then Megan starts dancing. Then somehow we are somewhere completely different. Now don't get me wrong, there are things I genuinely enjoyed. Seeing Anna Faris return as Cindy was a huge nostalgia hit. And Olivia Rose also does a surprisingly convincing job capturing Cindy's awkward charm without feeling like a direct copy. Those moments reminded me why people, including me, loved this franchise in the first place. But overall, it never quite recaptured that early 2000s magic. The first few Scary Movies felt like they knew exactly what they wanted to parody. This one feels like it wanted to parody everything.
Whoa, nigga. You honking on it?
Whether you love every entry or think the franchise peaked years ago, one thing is undeniable. Scary Movie changed comedy. It inspired an entire generation of spoof films, introduced many of us to parody as a genre, and proved that no blockbuster was safe. Even today, whenever a new horror movie comes out, a small part of me still wonders, how would Scary Movie make fun of this? And honestly, that's probably the biggest compliment you can give to a parody franchise.